I'm going to record. I hit it. We're good. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen probably right off the get-go. Okay. Okay. So the first thing we'll talk about is the charting. Just give me a sec to get this all out of my way. Okay, so you guys can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how the whole business works, right? Everybody knows, make sure you're teaching your new people that are coming on. It's you plus 2. And you just keep doing that. And then the more you do that, the higher you rank. So you sign up as a customer or you sign up as a consultant and you get 2 people. The first 2 people, you want to make sure you have one on your left and one on your right, okay? Always make sure if you put 2 people, right, your first 2 people on your right, you don't rank advanced to consultant. You need to have the one on the left, one on the right. Now, as soon as you do that and they have 100 BV, you promote to consultant. That gives you a $55 bonus. The next step, you go up and you do one on your left, one on your right, and you can have it, it'll just rotate to your minor volume. Just keep going. Now you get, so here, this person here, right, has gone and gotten 2 people. Every time one of your personally enrolled gets there too, you get $111. Okay. So if you started, let's just say, so I started last week and I put in, so I put my husband here and then I put my best friend here. And I worked with them to get there too. Now, my best friend didn't really want to work it too much, but she wants to do, like, she wants to lose 40 pounds. So she's more than eager to go find 2 people to do it with her on the minimum of the 30-day system and make money herself, right? That's the idea. So I think that we want to make sure that we really understand. So whether you're going to YouTube and you're watching some videos, which you can totally do, like U+2, go and maybe watch like 3 or 4 or 5 different people and the way they say it, the way they explain that, and then take what you want from that and make it yours, because this is going to be the catalyst for you building your team. Like in 100%, like that's how it works. If you just keep enrolling people, which you can absolutely do, right? It's great to enroll because you're making money, you know, you're making the product introductory bonus on all these people. But if nobody ever goes and gets there too and starts building their business, then you're not going to be promoting. So does anybody have any questions before I carry on about like the next? No, everybody's good? Okay. So that's your first level. You put in your 2.
Wait, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle, you have a question?
In the chat. I thought I saw
can't.
that.
Speak up.
If they don't want to work the business, should we be placing people under them so that we can get there too?
No.
No? To just keep going with our 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll explain why, okay? So once we get to the bottom of this chart, remind me to explain why we don't build, okay?
Okay.
And I have a question too.
Yeah.
Is there a like time limit on, like, so like I sign up my best friend, and if she gets her 2, then I get that, what, 111? But is there like a time limit on that, like the first month or anything?
No. Okay, so your 111 is, you will get that for your first 20 consultants, no matter when they become consultant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're thinking, so this we will talk about too, is the crystal manager, right? Crystal director. When the word crystal goes in front of it, those bonuses have a time. See here?
Yes.
Crystal manager bonus is achieved within 60 days of joining. So you can become a crystal manager at 5,000 days. You just won't get this bonus, but then you would just be called a manager. You wouldn't be a crystal manager. That's all the crystal means, is that you've hit it within a time frame that gave you a bonus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so your first 20 people, you're going to make that $111, guys. So we do these 2, and then they go and get their 2. Now you're a consultant. Like, great job. No, sorry, now you're a manager. So now you're going to get the $277 bonus. Now remember, all bonuses are paid out 2 weeks in arrears, okay? So if you hit manager today, you're not going to get paid that on Monday. You'll get paid it on the next Monday. So remember that too. Now, in between here though, the manager, and so 2 people as a manager. Now you don't hit director until you get 6. So now you put in 2 more, but remember, you're still making this money. So you're getting 111 when this person goes, 111 when this person goes, whatever product introductory bonuses you're getting in the time, you're cycling. So there's so many ways that you're making money. Now, here we go. We go to Crystal Manager was there. Now we're going to go down to here. We fill in 6 people. Okay. 6 people. And now up to director. It does not matter where those 6 people are. So when you're enrolling people to start, like Michelle, Michelle has a 30-day system to enroll. And she is going to cycle. She's probably going to put that 30-day system in where it's going to help her cycle. So like for me personally, when I was doing this chart, when I went director, I had 5 people on my right side and 1 on my left. And then I filled in my left. For executive, it has to be 5 and 5. But up to director, you can mix that up. So you can be using your people to put them whichever side you like to hit cycles, okay? So Crystal, director, which we have, Erica went director, Maggie went director, Lindsay director. So we have 3 directors already on our team. And that's in like 6 weeks, guys. That is insane because look at it, gives you 120 days to do it for the bonus. So clearly we know if a company is giving you a bonus to hit something, then that's got to be pretty hard to get, right? Like it's not super easy. Everybody's not going to get it. So in 120 days, they're giving that and everybody hit it in like 6 weeks max, I think 5 weeks max. So that's pretty awesome. So we have a really, really good team working together and moving up the ranks. Okay, so now we have 6. So now in between, this is the way it normally works. In between these 6 and getting your 10 to become executive, you're going to get what Ounce is called usually a 5-cycle bonus. And the reason that you're going to be hitting that is your volumes are growing on 2 legs, right? And so every time you have $900 between the 2 legs, so you have a 600 on this leg, 300 on this leg, that gives you a cycle. That makes you make $60. Now, maybe next time it's going to be 600 on the left leg and 300 on the right leg. Doesn't matter. At the beginning, it's supposed to like go back and forth. And eventually one leg is usually a lot stronger than the other leg. And that's a real norm. But you're going to be creating cycles. So your volume is usually big enough here that you should be hitting, when you hit director, you should be hitting about 5 cycles before you even get to the executive spot. Now, when you fill in all 10 and all 10 have their 2, you've made all of these 111s times 10. You made the $55 bonus here. You made a $277 bonus here. You made an $832 bonus here. And now and then in here, you also got your 5-cycle bonus, which was $555. And now you get to here, and now you have $1,110. Okay, so by the time you hit here, I don't know what like the average is. I'll show you down here. Does show you like 4,000 or something. I know personally, rank advance bonuses. So just for rank advancing, you would make $3,384 Canadian by the time you hit executive. And I can tell you guys, in all honesty, I made more money in my first 30 days in this company than I ever did with It Works, even at my largest double diamond paycheck. And that's 4.5 years. So if I can do it, everybody can do it, because I am no different than anybody on here. So this is the stuff when you're talking to people, like, so when somebody comes in as a customer, you want to make sure that you're giving them the information a bit about the business too. And you might find that a lot of people say, well, let me see how it goes. Let me see if I'm having stuff before I go sell it. That's perfect. But everybody wants money. Let's be real. Everybody wants money. So you're going to go and that's all the way to the executive chart, right? And you're cycling in the meantime. And so those are the ways we're making money. And then we have our product introductory bonuses as well. So I want you just to kind of take a little look at this. this is in here, and it just shows you, here's all your bonuses, how many days you have. So this might be a good little cheat sheet just to keep with you. So when you do have people that join you, you can easily just show them, like, here you go. You know, when you become a consultant, it's $55 that you get as a bonus, plus whatever the people order under you. You know, here, a consultant, you can develop up to 20. See, that's the new 20 consultants, you get 111. When you earn 5 cycles, you get 277. Earn it again, 277. So this gives you the whole breakdown. Like when you get 10 cycles, that's called 1 golden star. That's a $555 bonus the first time you get it, and then you get it again, it's $555. So those are, so you can see, like, I know when we first started, the first like week or whatever, a lot of us were like, okay, so what, when we hit executive, like, how do we make money? Because we got all those bonuses is what we were thinking, right? And then after we started going, we're like, okay, I totally get this, because you get, look at, you get the 10 cycle bonus, 555. You get a 20 cycle bonus, 1110. Each time you get that for 2 times. Now, when you're hitting 20 cycles, if you're paid $60 on a cycle, that's $1,200 a week you're getting paid just for cycling. So, and then you'll get the bonuses, right? So when you really start doing this, like 3 stars, 40 cycles, that's huge money. And remember, we're paid every Monday. So that when you hit executive, you want to make sure that you are holding about 7 to 8 consultants on each leg, because like what keeps happening to me, I hit it like, I don't know, I think this is my 4th week. And like my first week after I hit it, I had people in grace, right? And so then they run their auto ships, and then they're back in and back out. I think last week was the only week I didn't have anybody. It was just all smooth sailing. But so you're going to keep, you never stop building. You're going to keep building. You're going to want to make sure you have a couple extra consultants on each leg. So then you can work on just building your cycles, because you can see how clearly that is going to grow a huge paycheck. Now, talk about binary for a second here. This is your binary comp plan. So this is all it means. You have a right team and you have a left team. Now, by show of hands, I just wanted to look here. I can't see everybody because when I do this, it stops showing me everybody. Has everybody come over from another company? Yeah, I'm just trying to see who has never been in network marketing before. Everybody. Okay, cool. Okay. So what we're used to in network marketing, you're used to building people, right? But now you're not building anybody. And so this is why. So as you keep going, you're putting in people on your left, people on your right. You're cycling off those. So remember how, like, say with It Works, you could help somebody, you would build them to Ruby, and then you'd be like, sweet, so I have a Ruby here, but then that person never did anything. So they dropped off. But then you would lose your rank, right? All here, you're always ever worried about like 1 person getting there too. So like the max you would ever worry about here is 3 people. So I am always enrolling left and right and talking to people. This is how you do the business. It's you plus 2. Go out and get your 2, make some money, get your product paid for. Even if you don't want to do the business, that option is there. Because I have the 10, and now, so maybe this person goes, you know what, I don't want to do it. I'm done. They're out. But I kept going. So really, I'm putting in 1 person, 1 person, 1 person. I'm not losing a whole leg because that Ruby decided not to work the business anymore. Does that make sense to everybody? Does anybody have any questions about the charting part here?
That makes complete sense.
Okay, cool. All right. So now binary. This is what this means so that you can explain it to other people. Binary means 2. So here's me. I have put in 5 people on my right, 5 on my left, okay? Originally, I put in 1 here, 1 here. Now, let's just say here, I'll actually tell you my chart. Here's how it goes. So here's me. And then here's my husband, Dave. And then Jody Bray, hey, Jode, she's right here. Lindsay enrolled Jody. But because Lindsay already had her 2, Jody rolls down a straight line, down this way, because I'm on Lindsay's left leg. Okay, so Jody rolls down here. So Jody's got in between Dave, and here's Erica. And now the next person would be if I enroll. So maybe Erica enrolls Mary, but I go and enroll somebody right after. that person's going to fill this spot. So it's just like, just think of it like this. Every person you enroll, you have your right, your left. You've done those two. Every person after is going bottom left, bottom right. You're still the enroller, but it's just going to show that they're sitting under Maggie, or they're sitting under Stephanie. They're sitting under somebody else, but you're their enroller. So when you're doing your chart, you are ignoring. So when I write my chart here, here's me. I put Dave. I ignore Jody. She's not here. In my mind, she's not on my chart, okay? I know she's here, but I'm, sorry. I ignore her because I didn't personally enroll her. So she doesn't go here. Erica goes here. Then my next personally enrolled 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 goes here. Then here. But when I go look at my tree, oh my gosh, there could be 100 people in here. But I only look at who I personally enrolled for my chart. Okay? Is that clear for everybody? I know at the beginning we all had some serious confusion over that. Okay, any questions so far?
Yeah, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Because my left side has so much for cycling, I've been just putting on my right. Is that bad?
Well, it depends. How many people do you have on your left side?
1,
And how many people do you have on your right side?
probably over 6.
Yeah, that's bad. So,
Okay.
yeah, okay. So
Because I'm trying to cycle, right?
I know, but so you see, and this is what happens. And so like my husband's always giving me crap for this. And me and Maggie were just talking about that the other day. You have a vision, you have a goal. Stop wavering. So, and it's tough because this is what happens. So see what she's saying, guys, is she's put 6 people down here. So she's got an extra person here, but she only has 1 here. So now that's great. So you could hit director, but now to hit executive, you're going to need to have 1 more person. Do you see what I'm saying? Because this person could have been on this leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But I actually have 2 people that are working it, right? So
yeah. So, I mean, it really depends. Like, here's what my train of thought. I know Emily and Hayden will tell you, no, 1 left, 1 right, 1 left, 1 right, 1 left, 1 right. My train of thought is if I know the person's 1,000% just going to be a customer, then I would probably use them to cycle.
that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. I probably would do the same thing. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's the right answer, but yeah. Does anybody else have an opinion on that? Maggie, Erica?
Mm-mm.
No? Yes?
Nope.
All right. Okay, so the next thing we will talk about, so that's charting. Cycling, I explained how cycling works, right? Does anybody not understand cycling? Let me show you this, guys.
I know nothing. Nothing at all.
Who's saying that?
Me, Shonda.
Shonda. Okay, cycling was what I was talking about. When one leg hits 600 and the other leg hits 300, that will give you a cycle and pay you about $60, okay? So every time you have the volume, so sales, in between your 2 legs at $900, you're gonna get paid 60 bucks. So I just wanna show you guys this because this is a really great chart. Where'd it go? Here it is, cycling. So here, look at this. This is per year. So like I was explaining to you guys, in between usually director, usually between anywhere from manager to director or director to executive is when you're going to hit your 5 cycle bonus. If you are cycling 5 times a week, that's going to give you $14,000 a year. Okay, 1 star, silver or gold circle. Okay, so silver circle, we're not going to worry about that right now, but if anybody gets close to 10, I'll explain to you what silver is, but that might just be a little bit much right now. So let's just say you get the 1 star, which is 10 cycles. Look at how much that can give you a year. Like that is huge money. So this is 20 cycles, right? So pick your goal. What do you want your goal to be? How much money do you want to make this year? Like what do you want your end result to be? If you say, okay, you know what, I want to make at least 100 grand a year, then you know, get your butt to work, get to executive, and then 40 cycles a week. That'll be your goal. That will make you happy with your income. Obviously, every year you're going to put, or every month, you're going to push yourself a little bit more. But that's really good for you to see how much those cycles are paying you. So, Chandra, you'll understand the cycling as you start putting in people. you'll see your volume underneath. And I'll do a quick little thing in our back office. Okay, one more thing now we need to talk about. PIBs, product introductory bonuses. We are paid these, no, that's not the right one. Where was I? Oh, we are paid a product introductory bonus on a lot of the kits. They have certain systems that they pay it on. The 9-day, you guys, so you know, don't ever set anybody up on the 9-day unless you absolutely have to, and you're going to lose that person if you don't. And I'll tell you why. Because the 9-day only pays us $12, number one, and because every person that I have set up on the 9-day program has been disappointed and wished that they had done the 30 to start off and then ended up buying the 30. So
I can vote for that too. I signed up like 5 people on the 9-day,
yeah,
and every single one switched to the 30-day and wished they would have started.
right? Yeah, it's just it's cheaper. I mean, and it's just a better way to do it. So here you go. So you see this 9-day. This is that you guys should print all this stuff out if you can, so you have it, so you know. So you.
That's in our back office?
Pardon?
Back office? Or are you going to put that
I
on?
just Google all these.
What's
Yeah.
that?
I just Google it. I just put in Isagenix PIBs.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's your 9-day. See, it says $10. It's actually $12 right now with our conversion. So I'm going to be off a couple bucks. But see how these ones are all smaller? It's because the BV is smaller. Now, when you get here, the energy system, the 30-day system, this seems to be the most popular, the 30-day. I think it's because you're getting 60 meals, you're getting 4 full cleanse days, you're getting a support cleanse system. And you're paying $295. So $295 for 60 meals is really cheap. Let's be real. Like, that's way less than I spend on groceries. So this seems to be the most popular one. This is, I would start with either, they tell us basically you want to start with like your business builder and go down, and you're gonna learn that when you read the book, Go for No. Makes a lot of sense that why you would start here, and the Millionaire Mastermind thing. But so the average, it seems like most, I mean, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like most people are starting with the 30-day system.
Mhm.
Erica got and so did Maggie. You guys got the big one, right? The President's Pack. It's awesome. So if somebody signs up with the President's Pack under you, let's just say they do, or actually let's just say the 30-day system then. You're going to get, and it's $32 right now, but you're going to get 30, which is called a product introductory bonus, as soon as you have more than one person signed up. So 2 people or more in that 1 week, and our weeks run from Monday to Sunday, right? You're going to get $30 for each person. Now, that's as soon as you get 2 or more, you're going to get double. So now you're going to get 60 and 60. This week until the 8th, Hayden and Emily have said if you get 3 or more, they're going to triple. So now you're getting 90. So Maggie, as of yesterday, how many people are today? 4 people you put in, or 5? 4. So Maggie has 90, 90, 90, 90 already this week. And it's Thursday, right? Or is it Wednesday? It's Thursday. Already this week, she has 360 in product introductory bonus. So that's another way that we make money. All right. So you should have this though, so you can see what your PIBs are. That's called a product introductory bonus. And now what happens is I sign you up today on this. Make sure that you put the person on auto ship. And I mean, I don't care if you just put a shake on there or whatever, but they have to be on auto ship for you to get the double bonus. So make sure that you put them in. And I always just say to people, you know what, I've set you up the auto ship. Once you get your box in and stuff, we'll go through it and see. But it's easier for me to have that auto ship set up and you to go in and edit it than it is for you to go and figure out how to set it up yourself. Okay. And I know what Erica does. Anybody that's local to her that has signed up, when their box comes in, they bring it right to her house and they open it together, and she goes through everything. She does their measurements, she does their pictures, and they right there put that person into the IsaBody challenge. And that's something that I want to make sure that you are all doing. Okay.
And I add one thing. They also, when you're on an auto shipment, it's cheaper. So I also throw that in there. Like, I put you on an auto shipment because you are going to save.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good thing to say to them, right? So When you sign up and you pay your $29 membership, you get a 1-year membership, and so you get wholesale pricing. When you run something on an auto ship, you save another 10 to 15%. So personally, for me, even if I wanted to go in and order something tomorrow, I don't just go in and make my order. I go in and I place an auto ship, and I have it run the next day because I just saved like 10%. Why would I not? So you guys should be doing that. But yes, you want to make sure that they're on the auto ship because it saves them money, and that's awesome. But so you know, with their company, there's a 30-day money back guarantee, and they do not have to run an auto ship. But you don't get paid the doubles if they're not on one. So is that clear, guys?
I have a question, Cindy.
Yeah.
If someone goes on the auto ship and then you get paid a double and then they cancel their auto ship, is that
It's fine.
taken back from you, or how does that work?
No, I don't think so. I've never had anything taken back from me. I think that's fine.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes. So, and remember too, this week as well, every person that you've enrolled that becomes a consultant, you get that $111. Remember that, guys? This week until the 8th too, Emily and Hayden are doubling that. So you're going to get $222. Now, what you need to make sure though is make sure that after the 8th, you sit down and you figure out who on your team got the triple. So they had 3 or more people sign up with one of these systems. And who turned consultant that you had personally enrolled, and you have to send in an email to Team Vision Cast, okay, and tell them like I had this person and this is their number and they went whatever, because they're going to pay you separately. That's not within Isagenix. Okay, so here's all the bonuses. This is what I'd like you guys to keep. Like put this on your computer, screenshot it, put it in your phone. I don't care. But it's very important to know this. So when you sign up, you shouldn't sit around. If you want to sit around, you can, but you're going to miss out on these bonuses. Remember how I was explaining crystal. That's the only way to get these. So you have to become manager within 60 days to get that bonus. You have to become director within 120 days. And you have to become executive within 180 days to get these bonuses. Not that you can't ever hit these positions. You just don't hit the crystal part, right? So just those bonuses are gone. 5-cycle bonus is paid in 2 installments, $277 for the first time you hit 5 cycles, and then the next time you hit $277. Same with the 10-star. I don't know why it's like this, because it's really, I guess it's a total, but really when you hit 10 cycles, they pay you $555, and then the next time you hit 10 cycles, they pay you $555. So break those in half, okay? So that's the amount of bonuses you can make. Now you see these don't have crystal in front of them. So whenever you hit those, you get that bonus. Okay, there's no time frame put on these. You guys see that? There's the 111 on your first 20 personally enrolled people. And then we've talked about that. So this U+2 here, where is that sheet? I would keep this with you, guys. So these are the getting started packs. These are the ones that you can make the double PIBs on, okay? So even if you take that other sheet and you just write in here, like, you know, this one's $30, this one's $60, this one's $60, $60, $90, whatever. Same here. And then when you even laminate this, like that's what I would do. I would take like maybe the bonus sheet and this sheet and laminate them back to back. So when you are talking to somebody that may be interested in the business, you're saying, okay, look at this. This is you plus 2 people. You can make $175. So if you know 2 people right now, go talk to them, get them in. Like that just basically paid for your whatever system. And then when they get to, you know, and then you can show this by showing it this way, and then you just flip over and you say, look at these bonuses. Like I've gotten this one and this one and this one, you know, and it's just a really good visual to show people. Okay, so let's make sure. Does anybody have any questions about charting, about cycling, about PIBs, about the binary?
I actually have a question. I'm not sure if we'll know the answer to it, but is it the first 20 consultants or is it just the first 20 people you enroll? Okay.
Consultants. You have to make the consultant the 111 and they only pay for the first 20.
Right. Awesome.
Okay, so here's my website, guys. I want you to make sure you all know how to get people into the IsaBody challenge. Why would you not offer this? This is free. if they complete the 16 weeks, they get $200 product credit at the end of the 16 weeks. Throughout the course, they can get things sent to them for free, whether it's like a shot glass or a hat or whatever. And they have a chance to win $25,000 in other prizes. Like, so make sure you're offering it, make sure you're in it. And it just is, I think it's just such an awesome thing. And I really think that it helps with retention. Okay. Now, what I have noticed though, is a lot of people say, oh yeah, join it. It's free, it's free, it's free. But they don't tell us, that we have to have a minimum of 100 BV auto ship each 35 days. Okay. So make sure that if you're joining it, you're running that. Now, I mean, it doesn't matter if you even don't know, like if I have a customer, they're like, well, I don't know that I'm going to stay on. I'm like, join it. If you decide at month 3 that you don't want to be part of it, whatever, you can go in and resign, but get in there, because why not? So you just go to contests and promotions when you sign in. And right here, that's it. Just click on IsaBody Challenge, get in there and set them up. So like this is mine. And then this is what's really cool. And I haven't gone in lately and done this was just like day 10 or whatever of mine. The monthly statistics, if you guys go in there and you put in your actual inches, what they were, and then you can keep going in. So I can go in now, January statistics, and I remeasure, and it's going to show me how much I've lost. And then like look at it, does a chart and everything for you. It's super cool. So it's really nice for your customers too, to be able to see and measure that, hey, this is really working. This is pretty awesome. So you don't have to fill that in, but I did because I thought it was cool. So anyway, so make sure contest and promotions, that's what you're doing. Okay. You're making sure. What?
I said, oh, cool.
Okay. Okay. So Team Builders Club. This is something I want you guys to know about too. So every time you've enrolled 5 people, 5 customers, distributors, doesn't matter, same thing, right? You get this coaching bonus, which gives you, and it just has to be 100 BV. So it could be a 9-day system or up or whatever. You get a free box of these vitamins. These vitamins are like $156 a box, you guys. Like this is huge. So every time you put in your 5, you get a free box. Now, you don't get the email saying you've gotten your free box till the 2nd week of the month after you received your free box. But in your IsaPulse, it kind of tells you, it'll say at the bottom of your team builders, and it fills in the circle and it shows like you've got 2, you've got 3, whatever. So, and then when you get those, so let's just say, Chandra, you go and you get 5 people by Sunday. You sign up 5 people on 100 BV or higher. Now, next week, like the 15th, you're going to get an email from Isagenix that says, congratulations, you signed up 5 people. You now have a free coupon for a box of these vitamins. Now, I'll show you how to use this. Okay, let's go back here. So now what you'll do is you would go to view your coupons. Okay. And it's going to be sitting in here. But remember, that's not until the 2nd week of the month that they tell you. Like they don't add it to your account until then. So here you go down there. See, Team Builder coupon from December 13th. Now I got an email saying, or no, my IsaPulse told me I've already got another one, but I won't see that in here until like January 15th, right? Then I'll have 2 here. So, and then all you would do, you want to use it, you go add 1 box 2. When I hit the plus sign, it's adding it right to my auto ship. And then it'll show, I think actually minus this. Here, look at, see, it's $156 a box. 0, I don't have to pay. Like how cool is that? I know, super cool. Okay, so that's the team builders. What else I want? Oh, the other night we talked about, I have a Facebook daily task checklist. I have a private personal coach, like an online coach, and I pay for it every month. I belong to a group, but he has given us a checklist. So I send it to Maggie, and I think I put it on Erica, you have it. So if anybody wants that, just ask Maggie or Erica for it. And it's just really awesome. It's like things you might not think of. And it's just like Monday to Friday. And then it would just be like, make 3 to 5 posts, go make 5 friends, join this group, do this, do this. And it's maybe got like 20 things to do that honestly should take you about 10 minutes to do every single day. So get that. I think that's really important for you guys to do it. Let me see where we're going on here. I just have to see our. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, so any questions about what we have learned so far? Does anybody have anything that you need to learn? Like what is stopping you? What would be helpful to learn? Oh, hold on here. Oh, I think I have to. No. Hold on, I have to stop sharing. There we go. Now you're all back. I can never figure that one out and how to get back to everybody. I'm like, oh man. So
I
that
have
was.
a question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead, girl.
So Jen hit Crystal Manager. Is that like a bonus for her? Like, I know it's a bonus for her, but is it a triple bonus what Emily and Hayden are doing? Or just consultant?
But hold on, for her to hit manager, she created 2 consultants. Did she create 2 consultants this week?
No,
When
just
did she
her
created
friend.
what?
Yeah.
She's gonna get double for that. She's gonna get $222 for that consultant.
Okay.
Right? If
Perfect.
you're promoting, I mean, that's the biggest thing, you guys. Honestly, I really feel this. So like me and Erica and me and Maggie, we talk a ton. Like we maybe talk too much, but I honestly, my way of leading a team and like teamwork, and I can give you so much, and then you take it and do with it what you need to do, what works for you, right? Like I don't have all the answers. I just know that I do a ton of extra training, and I don't have any little kids at home. Like I have 2 dogs, and my husband works away a ton of the time. So
Hey, you're
I
lucky.
yeah, right. I'm a learner. Like I like knowledge. So I read and read and read and learn and learn and learn. And then I do not mind. Like I'm cool with going and reading a 4-hour book and coming back and sharing the information with you guys in 15 minutes, right? Makes sense to me. Because if I have the time to do it and I just saved Jody that much time, but then she learned something great from it and can promote from that, then why wouldn't I do it? So I do have, I was thinking that we should do like these business type Zooms every Tuesday night at 7. How do you guys feel about that? That works.
I
Will be
got it.
recorded.
Yeah, we'll record them.
Awesome.
The only thing with the recording is then you just don't get to interact, right? So if you can't make it, that's whatever. But you could also, knowing that it's going to be recorded, you could also like send me a message or send Maggie or Erica a message and say, hey, tonight, can you go over this? Because this is something that my team's having a hard time with, or I'm having a hard time with.
That'd be great. I usually have clients Monday and Tuesday nights, so that'd be awesome just to know that I can still kind of get in on it some way.
Yeah, for sure. And you could always just run it in the background, because I can tell you this, which I think is a really, really good idea. And I think that people miss the boat on this. Women and men, but mostly women, we like to belong to a group of people. We like to be part of a tribe. And so if you're sitting there and you have your iPad sitting up and you're running that, you're just listening and you have all of us on the screen, and I'm like, oh, hey, Maggie, how's your day? And oh, yeah, and we're all talking. How many people sitting in your chair would be like, well, what's that about? It's like a really easy thing to open up and say, oh, this is my team. This is my group of people that we all work together, blah, blah, blah. I think it's a really easy thing to have people question you about. So I do suggest doing that, Michelle.
I did that one night. I had a nail client, and she was like, can you please turn that off? It's annoying.
Oh, but we don't want to on our team anyway, then.
So I just kind of turned it off, and she's not one of my favorite people anyway.
Oh, yes, exactly. Okay, so Erica, do you want to quickly go over what you did the other night for us? Because if anybody's having an open house or is going to be doing that, like I think Chandra and Maggie, or you guys know who's doing it? Somebody's doing an open house. Oh, Steph. Erica just did one the other night, and Sherry and I went over. Just to give you a quick idea about having people in your house and tips and tricks to make that successful. So go ahead, Erica.
Okay, so I obviously made an event on Facebook, invited everyone to that, personally messaged everyone. So then it was personal, and I knew they were coming, and I had that initial contact with them and everything. And for setting up my house, I kind of like did my lights and everything and had my product area brightened. I played music in the background, like upbeat, positive, fun, like pop music. I had my 30-day system set up beside me for where I was going to sit. I got the presidentials pack. I had that sitting beside me. I highly recommend that because that actually comes with your launch DVD. It comes with like all like your pamphlets. It'll come with like these magazines you'll get in your starter pack, so you can put those out on a table. I kind of just had it all set up beside me. The transformation. A lot of people make the flip books. You can buy the flip book from Isogenics of the before and afters and stuff. And so then I had that all set up beside me. I'm going to welcome everyone in. I like to do kind of like a circle. Everyone sits in a circle. I sit on the floor. We all sit around a table, whatever. And then it's more like one-on-one and personal, not just like everything he's standing in front lecturing. So then everyone came in. I kind of do like the whole circle share, like where are you from? And I like to ask everyone like why they came to the party, whether like it's for weight loss, so-and-so just invited me, I'm just here for a friend, I'm interested in the business. So then I kind of can have a feel on where I'm going to go with the party. So if everyone's there to make money, I can talk more about the business side of it. If everyone is there to lose weight, to get more energy, to hear about our products, that I can focus more on which program I'm gonna maybe talk about instead of the program I'm on, right? Like go around the room, get the feel, and then it just makes it more of an open environment too. Then everyone is kind of like, everyone's there together and it's not so awkward, right?
That's a good tip. I would never have thought of that, Erica. That's a fantastic tip. Ask everybody, why are you here? Because if 5 people are there and they all say, well, I'm kind of interested in the business, you're going to go a totally different route than if they said, oh, I want energy, or I want to lose weight. Good tip. Yeah. And
there's there's a lot of different things, right? There's like weight loss, energy, healthy aging. It could be different age groups that are there, right? So if everyone's fairly young, maybe we're not going to go into the anti-aging line and things like that, endurance. So yeah, I like that to get the feel for what it is. And what else? So I put out snacks. I made the protein balls, me and Mom did, because they're so easy. They took like 2 minutes literally, and they taste delicious. And it's not like you have to go out and get a huge grocery list or anything, right? Like if you're on these programs, pretty much all you need is honey, and you don't even have to add that.
It's true.
I put out the Ice of Delights. Most people, when you are getting the 30-day, like everyone that's on here, if you're on the 30-day, you got your free sample pack, your little shaker cup with the free sample pack. There's 2 bars in there that you could sample, but you definitely don't need samples. A case of water is always good to have, so everyone can have water. It's a hit and miss. Like I had a one-on-one with Emily. She doesn't recommend necessarily sharing the shakes. You definitely can, but everyone likes their shakes so different, right? And it's sampling each flavor can take a long time. And then if the initial first taste, they don't like it, right, you might lose them in the future, things like that. Like everyone has such different tastes and there's so many different flavors. So kind of just skip that. What else? Pardon?
You did it and they loved the shakes.
I personally did do it, yeah.
The shakes. What's wrong with people's taste?
I was told the same thing actually by is Emily's, I guess it's her assistant.
Yeah.
She told me not to do that. She says, do not sample the shakes. Don't have people taste them because you can just turn them right off. And I love the idea of having them at a party. I think that's great.
You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if because a lot of us came from It Works, we took greens and stuff, and so we already were quite alkalized. And maybe if you're really acidic, it wouldn't taste very good. But because we already have alkalized systems, when we take them, we're like, this is delicious. I wonder.
That could definitely be. Yeah, maybe.
I have heard one of us say they were gross.
Well, and the thing is, also, like, if you're making it up, the blender is really loud. That's taking away from the atmosphere, the positivity, like, you know, like the interaction. So you're here, you're making all these shakes.
It's like making margaritas.
Yeah, exactly. So just go with margaritas instead.
Yeah. Okay, so mostly food then, hey, is the idea?
Yeah, exactly. It's to each their own though, right? Like we all our own business. If you want to do shakes, definitely. I did. It was very successful. It's just a tip to maybe steer away from that because it is time consuming, and you do want to keep these parties and everything short and simple. So then it's duplicatable, it's fast, you're not wasting people's times, things like that.
Sure.
Then what else? So as I was giving out my samples, so I had 2 of my team members, or you could have 2 of your customers, whatever. You could just have, I like to have someone else share their story too, so it's not just me sharing my story. So I sat down and I shared my story, like my weight loss journey, what I'm doing, how I found the program, why I decided to start on this adventure, kind of just telling a bit about me. And then I kind of went into the program through what I do. So like I just would walk through my day, like my shake day and my cleanse day, and I had all the product beside me so I could like hold it up, right? And then be like, so I wake up, I take a shot of my Ionic Supreme, then I have this shake, and like with having the product beside you too, it's really easy, so you don't really have to know a lot of product knowledge. You could just say like, oh, I woke up and I had my shake and it has 24 grams of undenatured protein and 8 grams of dietary fiber, you know what I mean? Like, so it's super easy and simple, so you're not sitting there like, oh crap, I don't know what this does in this pack, right? You can just have it right there beside you, and people like a visual too. So then I told my story, and then I got Brianna to tell her story, and I just like that because then you get different perspective, and it makes people feel like they're not alone. It's more of a group, right? And then what did we do next?
Oh, we put them in the Isobody challenge, took their pictures, took their measurements for them. We did that. Oh, and so you guys know that Isobody challenge, if you have a Samsung phone and I think it's maybe a little bit older or something, if somebody's trying to sign up on there and they try to put their birth date in and they can't do it. Like, you need to do it for them on your phone, or you need to go onto a computer, because there's a calendar actually there that you have to click on and change the date that way, you know, like when you're booking a flight. Well, if they don't have the right update on their phone or the right type of phone, they can't get their birth date into there. You could try every format, it will never work. Twice that's happened. Just so you guys know. So just offer to do it for them.
Yeah. And then at the end, because I got the presidential pack, so I had all the customer order forms and stuff like that. You can print them all off in IsoTools too, or in your back office. So I basically just said like, this week is free enrollment that I'm super excited about. Everyone will save that. You get an entire year at wholesale pricing. So like today, like who can we start on the Isobody challenge today? Like, you know, like getting that urgency, getting them in right away, and making it more of, okay, so there's 6 of us here. Can all 6 of us do this Isobody challenge together? They commit to these next 4 months. You know, make it more of a group atmosphere instead of just, okay, are you going to order this from me, right? Like, you know, here's an order form. I know like a lot of business too, you can just put an order form in the catalog and have it sitting with them. And that's pretty much just how I summed it up, and then just told stories, personal stories. Oh, and I also, everyone gets this little book, right, that you're going to put your inches and all that stuff through. During the party, when I was going through the 30-day system, I went through the presidential, but most people will go through the 30-day. I broke down this too for people.
The meals.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say, like, it's a super easy 400 to 600 calorie meal. I made it sound super simple. Like, you just cook up, say, 5 chicken breasts, 2 whole heads of cauliflower, 2 whole heads of broccoli, and 3 cups of rice, and then there's your dinner all week. You know what I mean? Like, you could break it up and just show them something really simple, an easy grocery list, whatever you guys can look out and do what you do. That's what I did. And then I just showed them half a plate of vegetables, quarter protein, like chicken, and quarter grain.
Awesome. Thank you, Erin.
So yeah, that's about it.
Does anybody have any questions?
How do you even get used to eating vegetables? I eat pizza all the time. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. This is bad.
Tried any vegetables?
No, I don't like it. I eat pizza for breakfast and like chocolate and chips for lunch, and
They say about, how old are you?
24.
Yeah, just wait till you're 40. You'll stop. You'll be thinking, oh, thank Christ I stopped at 24 and started eating vegetables. It gets harder and harder. Oh
Well, I
my.
gotta try to do
Like-
something.
They say
Just
with
like-
eating an avocado, even if you don't like avocado, after 3 days of eating an avocado consistently, or whatever, you know,
I've heard that too.
you'll like avocados, right? It's just like same as most of you are from It Works, right? Like the greens. Once
They
you
taste nasty.
enough, you'll start to like them. Same, like just get over it, eat your broccoli, and you'll like.
Maybe a cauliflower crust pizza with
Yeah,
lots of veggies.
absolutely.
Okay, and something I wanted to say, Jody, I forgot to go back there. Totally forgot. The reason we don't place, when you hit executive, okay, what happens now is I cycle my own cycles, but also everybody under me on my 2 legs. So if Maggie cycles 5 times, and Erica cycles 5 times, or you cycle 5 times, if you both do 5 times, like I have 5 on this leg and 5 on that leg, that gives me an extra cycle.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But only so you wouldn't do me any good, Jody. Like when you hit 5 cycles, it doesn't really help me at all. It would help Lindsay, right? Because I didn't personally enroll you. But so that's why you don't give it away, because when you hit executive, you get that extra cycling bonus in there. So as we grow, like, so Maggie hits 20 cycles and Erica hits 20 cycles, that's going to give me an extra 4 cycles I'm paid on. And because it's 10%, right? Yes. That's why, I mean, right now it's not helping. Like right now I'm not seeing anything from that, but eventually we will. Like eventually as we grow, yeah, it's going to get bigger, right? But it shows me the people under me and what they've cycled, and then it'll be like, this cycle and this cycle didn't equal 10%. Like it doesn't equal enough to make a cycle yet, but eventually it will. So that's why. Okay.
I have a question.
Hmm?
I have a question about the Ice Body Challenge. It took me forever to join it because I didn't have a newspaper with the date on it. Is there an option to do that differently? Because that's like my biggest struggle is like, it took me weeks to get a friggin' newspaper.
I downloaded that camera app.
Timestamp, it's called.
Ooh, okay, perfect. Because that will help me get more people in the Ice Body Challenge, because that was my biggest thing. I'm just like, hey, take a picture with a newspaper that no one has these days.
One thing too
Okay.
is on one front picture to be timestamped, and then one front picture without a timestamp.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I did join it already, but it took me forever. I'm like, Kev, get me a newspaper. Like, oh man.
Now, Jen has been having a really hard time with actually like sealing the deal with conversations and stuff. So Jennifer, can you maybe talk to us? And I would really appreciate it if everybody, like Jessica Clevenger is on here now. And Jessica she kind of was in her own like mindset, right? For the first few weeks. And then all of a sudden she was like, boom, I got this. And no fear, no problem. Conversations are flowing. Erica, I know Erica was like that the first week, right? Erica, the first weekend, you were like, oh man, I don't think this is for me. Next thing you know, boom, 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 director. Maggie, on holidays, talking to people. Next thing you know, boom, 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 director. Cody, she's loading. So once it clicks in there, like once I think you have success with 1 or 2 conversations, you're like, oh, I can take over the world. I can do this. We can do it. So it's just that one first person, Jen. Like we just have to get you over that hump so you feel your confidence. And seriously, it is easy. So what I'm worried about is that you are going to need to get over yourself, and not in a rude way, but get over your own fear, or you're going to tackle conversations like, going into it, that person is silent. And if they don't, they're crazy. Like they really, like having that confidence and going into the conversation knowing. And I think what happens is so many people think no, that then we let that kind of take over. And then we feel, chances are they're not going to sign, but I'm still going to have this conversation. So can you give us a conversation you had, like, and where do you get stuck? Can you do that, Jen?
I get stuck with people saying it costs too much for the 30-day system
Hey, that's my problem.
or even the 9-day system.
Okay, Maggie, can you say what do you do? Like you're having a conversation with Jen right now, and Jen, you just said to her, "Oh my gosh, that's too much. I can't afford that." Maggie, go.
That's what she says to me. That's too much. I can't afford that.
Yeah.
So what I usually say is, I totally thought the same thing. When I first seen the prices, I thought there was no way I was going to try this product. But then I realized that I'm actually replacing food. Most other health products out there are you're taking products on top of buying your groceries. So what this is doing is replacing that for less than $5 a meal, which is way less than what I spend if I was to go out for lunch or grab Starbucks.
Perfect. Jody, can you give, what would you say? I'm just hoping that each of us can kind of give our spiel and then she can take away what's going to work for Jen. Jody.
I always break it down for them because I use that chart that was in the Team Vision cast. And I kind of send them that chart, how to break it down. And then, like, if they can't afford the 30-day, then I offer the 9-day, which I hate doing, but I want them to buy something, right? Just to sample it out. And then they will eventually get the 30-day, right? Because it's a better deal.
Can I give one suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay.
Right, muted. Okay. One suggestion that I discovered after, because I joined with the 9-day cleanse as well, just because I was away and blah, blah, blah. But I found, which you guys might know about now, but the Healthy Lifestyle Pack, actually it's $195. It comes with Isa Delights, it comes with Ionics, it comes with Cleanse, and 2 canisters of shakes. So you're still getting, like, you're getting better products, but for just a tiny bit more than the 90. And then what I tell them, like, actually, it was Shanda, I always screw your name up, this every time.
Rude.
That's what she started today. I know, I'm so rude. It's been like 4 months and I still can't pronounce her freaking name. She started with that today because the 30-day just didn't work with her budget this time. But I said, okay, let's get you this. We'll get you the chewables as well. And then in 2 weeks, you can get 2 more canisters to finish off your 30 days.
Healthy
What was that
lifestyle.
called? Healthy Lifestyle?
Yeah, the Healthy Lifestyle Pack. It's in the aging health section. That is the best because it comes with Isa Delights. Like that alone, I'm like, oh, I'll pay $200 just for the Isa Delights.
Yeah, pretty sure I ate yesterday. Okay, Erica, how would you have that conversation?
I kind of have a completely different approach with people. I step it way far back and I don't really tell prices at all until they tell me like what price they're willing to spend, I guess. So I break it down more or less like, I just ask a crap load of questions like, what are you doing? Do you drink coffee? Do you go to Tim Hortons? Do you go to Starbucks? How do you eat out? Like, you know, like leading questions to that. So then subconsciously they're already adding up like, oh, I spent $2 on Tim Hortons. Oh, I spent $5 at Burger King. Oh, like my family does go out this many times a month, you know, like, so I start breaking that down. And I throw in things there like, how much water do you drink? What do you like? And then once we kind of hash out all that, I say, okay, so on average, you're spending about like $10 to $20 a day. So I have the most phenomenal package for you that'll fit your budget and you can still save. Right, and then I kind of go through it that way. Like the package I am in awe with right now is, I think it's called Pace Settler. I don't even know how to say it. It's the one in between 30-day presidential.
Yeah, Pace Setter.
Yeah, there we go. That one is phenomenal. It's basically a presidentials pack, except you're not getting all your launch party stuff. And it's $100 cheaper, like that. So I start big. I don't start at anything smaller than the presidentials pack, and my last resort is the 30-day. I don't even mention the 9-day anymore. And I would say 9 out of 10 people I talk to have signed up with me through 30, and I haven't got anyone smaller than the 30-day. So I just break it down more or less and ask a lot of questions. So then they're coming to me, they're asking me for what program. They're not maybe caring about the price anymore.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, cool. Jess, unmute yourself and give us your conversations. You just had one. You left us and came back because you had a.
Yeah.
There you go. What did you say? How'd it go?
Well, she signed up on the 30-day.
Hey.
Good
So
job, girl.
I'm pulling up my notes because
Woo!
what I was originally saying when they would say, well, how much is it? And then I would just tell them like $270 if it's US dollars. And I'm like, but you're replacing 2 meals. I was doing it wrong in the beginning. In my point of view, I was doing it the wrong way because I was giving them the price first and then trying to validate the price instead of giving them the information on why it's the price it is. It made my confidence different. So then I just started switching to what Lindsay had sent. When they ask, okay, what is it that you're doing? What is a 30-day? What's in it? Whatever. I would suggest the 30-day system. It's everything you need to get back on track, detox your body. It's what I've been doing and have great results with. This is complete nutritional cleansing system. You'll replace 2 meals a day with organic superfood shakes. And it keeps going into like, what exactly that is. And at the end it says it runs about $5 to $10 per day. And they'll say, well, how much is it? And I say, it's $270 and you're replacing 2 meals. So just relocate your grocery budget to this. I buy way less groceries now and have saved so much. And when somebody asks what I started with, I actually started with a 9-day. So that's when I can go in and explain to them, like, I didn't start with a 30-day. I made the mistake of starting with the 9-day. And then I spent more money by switching into the 30-day that had everything that I really need. And that's when I started getting my results. And then they just say, okay, what are the details on it? Or they'll ask like if there's an auto shipment, because some of them are previous customers from It Works, or they know that some companies have that type of stuff. And then I try to get them on the phone, because if I can talk to them on the phone, I can ask them, how's your day? How are your kids? How have things been? And then in between that, I'm like, so this is what's in it. I'm pulling up my catalog. You get this, this, and this. These are the flavors. Like, then I go into detail, so it's not a bunch of writing that they have to read. And then as I'm talking to them, I'm like, okay, so what do you want to do? Do you want to take advantage of the 30-day that's, on sale? And we have the free membership today. What are you looking for? How can I help you? And then they say, yeah, let's get started. That girl, she's like, yeah, let's get started on the 30 days. So then I'm still talking to them as they're going through that ordering process too. I'm like, okay, what's your address? I type it in, then I'm like, so how has school been, or whatever. And I wait for the next page to load. And I've changed it to where I really want to have a lot better customer client care than what I did in my previous business. And I want to pour into them and make them feel important, because to me they're on the same journey that I'm on. And I have found something that will help them too. So when it comes to them asking about the price, sorry, I'm kind of like ranting now, but when they ask me about the price of it, I don't validate. I don't say it's $270 and this is why. I say, this is what you're getting, and you're getting it for $5 to $10 a day. It comes to $270. Depending on the shipping that you want will depend the ending price. And then I say, it comes in super quick. I get mine within like 3 to 5 days. So, and it's worked so far. This is the second person I've signed this week on the 30 days. So I'm rooting for one more at least.
Yeah.
Real.
I think it's really important to say too, like when you're talking to people, like, are you ready to get started right now? I can start I have my app open. I'm ready to put in your information.
Yeah.
That's a difficult one to actually say that, right? To actually seal it. That's a tough one. So I like that. I think that just works really. Are you ready to get started right now?
I always
Yeah.
it's an excuse. Awesome. My kids are going down for a nap right now. We can get you signed up in 15.
Yeah. Yeah, because I do know. So did you get any value from that, Jen? Do you think that you've learned anything that would maybe help you?
I think so, yeah. I'm taking notes as we go as well, so.
Okay, good. And Michelle, and do you find that it's working really well for you? Has anything changed in your verbiage, or has it been working since the beginning?
I'm actually different with every single person. It kind of depends who I'm talking to and what their goals are. I have one girl who is a new mom. Her baby doesn't sleep. So for hers, it's not really the weight loss. So I can't really use the grocery aspect of it. But yeah, it kind of just depends on each person I talk to. I always start and say how easy it is and how you can just mix a shake and go, and basically put the value in it being an easy product to use and eat. And then as we keep talking about that, I mentioned how it would be easy in their lifestyle and then turn into the price after. So instead of starting with the price, because people always ask the price,
Yeah.
I usually talk about how easy it is to use and how convenient it is. So they can be like, oh, I need that. I don't have a lot of time. And then that's when I go into the price.
Yeah, that's exactly why I start with all the questions, because then you can feel that out, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everybody's losing. I don't. Oh, thanks, Jack. That's awesome. So you guys can look in the chat feature there too. Jessica put her conversation she holds in there. So if you want to copy that,
Yeah, I see it right now.
yeah. So there you go. Thanks, Jessica. People are getting booted, and then when they're trying to come in, they can't get in for some reason. It's saying that it's busy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And again, add in that like Cindy, Maggie, I'm sure Lindsay too, any of your conversations that you're a little stumped on, screenshot and send it to us.
Yeah. So true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's huge.
Yeah, we're here for
Yeah, I had one girl that was like, it was really funny because I always start with the questions too. And I said, you know, how much do you typically spend on groceries in a month? And she was like, oh, 200 tops. I'm like, yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe a
Like,
week.
and I'm like, okay, well, what about like eating out or like Tim Hortons or, you know, drive through? She's like, nope, don't ever do that. And I'm like, you are such a liar. Like,
Enjoy Mr. Noodles diet, 30 cents a day.
This is not true at all.
What you done for you?
I can't call you out on it. I know there's no way.
Okay, Maggie, did you learn Everclear at all or Evernote more for us? How do we send those?
Okay, so I'm not a professional, but I did send a couple this morning and I found something that I think is going to work really well. I practiced sending it to myself 2 different ways. And so pretty much, can I do screen share?
No.
I can't? Are you sure?
Did you start the Zoom?
No, I did.
No, but it's
Yeah.
letting me push it.
I thought that only the host can, maybe.
Okay, so anyway, it's pretty basic. When you get into Evernote, you click, say you're sending the welcome. You click
Here,
on.
Maggie, hold on.
Maybe you
Okay.
could just walk Cindy through it and she could screen share it.
No, I just made you the host.
Okay.
There you go.
Cha-cha-cha. Okay.
Yay.
Evernote. Okay, so welcome to the family. Your Evernote is you're gonna have them all along the side. Why is it doing this? Hold on, I'm not a professional. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna be, I'm gonna move this, the faces. This is the welcome letter. And so I was a little bit confused on how to send it, but if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, this link down here, Tiny CC, you're just going to take that, you're going to copy it, and you're going to paste it in an email. So what I did to make it not just like I'm sending an email with this link, like this random link, I just put in the subject, I just put welcome to Isagenix, and then in the first sentence, I just wrote, hey Sherry, this is a warm welcome to Isagenix and some tools to help you to ensure your success with your program. So click the link here, and then I just put that link there. And then when they click on it, it takes them to this. So then they have all these links, all these Evernotes to click on. So that's what I found was the best. I'm not sure if there's a better way, but that's what I started doing today just to make sure I'm getting that information out to them. Jessica also sent that link just over a Facebook message as well. So I think whatever, like if you just have their phone number, I mean, you obviously have their email from enrolling them, but you send that link through text message or Facebook Messenger or email, just copy and paste that. That's super easy.
Okay.
That is easy. Thanks, Maggie.
So is everybody happy with this? Does anybody have any questions? Anything else we can go over? Oh, Sherry, you go back on. Yay. Is everybody good? Nobody needs help with nothing? Freaking rock stars.
How do I convince people to like go on the live things to like learn about it, because I was telling Maggie that's my problem. I was talking to a couple people last night, and they didn't want to do the live because I wouldn't tell them how much everything was. Instead, like I
Yeah,
just
that's
said,
what
how
we
about
did
you
last
like
night.
come watch it and find out more information for yourself and get a feel on it. And I just got like a big no because I wouldn't share pricing.
Well, first of all, when people say to me pricing, this is what I say, but I'm really blunt, and most people that talk to me know what kind of person I am. So like if somebody says, oh, that's too expensive, I say, you don't eat, because that's my personality. But don't say that. So there, I would say, what do you want the prices of? There's 100 products. So would you like me to send you the price of every product? Because I'm a little busy to be doing that for you. So how about you get onto the live, you listen to what they talk about, and then you get back to me with what products you're interested in, and I'll definitely get you the pricing. That's what I say to people. Like when they say, well, what's the pricing? Well, I don't know what you want. Like, I'm not going to give you every price. You want the price of the organic coffee or the non-organic coffee?
Yeah,
Maybe the spray or the kids' vitamins. Like, come on, buddy. There's a catalog.
Yeah, the girl was wanting me to like go through single item pricings, like she didn't want to buy a bundle and she didn't want to commit to like anything like that. So she asked me like 20 different products on single pricing. I was like, I don't know, like I can't help you right now.
That's when I one-on-one.
Yeah, I would do a one-on-one, or like, okay, so did everybody go and change their websites? Has everybody updated their websites?
Yes.
Okay. Chandra, you're going to have, it is Chandra, right?
Shonda.
Shonda.
Dawn.
Yeah, don't listen to Maggie.
No, there's no R. It just screws with me. Like,
I know.
so-
Okay. You can go in and you update your website and you change it. And so I've taken pricing out of mine. I took it right out. So you don't go into my website and see pricing. So what I do to people when they're like that, first of all, somebody like that, I mean, those are usually time wasters. So honestly, in your business, that person's not signing as a customer anyway. Same as somebody that starts at the very, at the very beginning, they're like, yeah, but like, is this product really good? Because what about this is bad, or this is bad, or this is bad? There's people that are just going to waste your time, and you're going to try to prove to them that you have a great product. And I always say only amateurs try to convince. And so just know that you're not an amateur. Okay. You're taking these products because you understand health. Well, okay, you understand pizza, but besides, just pretend you understand health. Let's go for the real thing. But you know what I mean?
Tomato is a fruit.
It's true. I have always said that to anybody that works with me. I'm like, amateurs try to convince. Don't waste your energy. Move to somebody else, because for every person that's not interested in what you have, there's two people that are. And so if I spend a half an hour trying to convince you, use the word convince. Never use that. You don't convince. If you feel you have to convince somebody that they need to put good stuff in their body, I wouldn't waste a second with them. I would move on to somebody else who actually wants to know what you got.
Yeah, that's gonna skip right to the one-on-one, because if they're not willing to do the one-on-one, then it's just like, okay, well, when you do want to sit down and you are ready to have this one-on-one for me, connect with me, because I would love to share.
Yeah. Does anybody find that after a long time that people just will waste your time? Like, it's just.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's true.
And going back and forth in Facebook Messenger as well. Like you could just say, actually, you know what? I'm really busy right now. Can we set up a call tomorrow at like, you can just randomly say like 2 times and just see what they say back. Because those who are going to jump on the phone with you are serious. If they're like, oh no, never mind, then you know where they're at. Like if I really want information on something, I'll take the time out to jump on the phone. But the tip is, don't just say, do you want to chat sometime? You got to be like, are you free tomorrow at 1 or 7? You got to give 2 times, because people are going to pick one. If you say sometime, it's always on the back burner. Like we're all like that. Like I'll get to it later.
Yeah.
And in doing that, it shows them that your time is valuable. So then maybe they're like, oh, well, if she is this busy, maybe I do want to really know what's happening. Right? Like,
yes. Pretend you are, like, because Facebook Messenger is exhausting, and you're gonna weave out the people who.
And
I always think if it takes more than 3 messages back and forth, you make a phone call or a date.
Yeah, that's right, Michelle. It's true, right? The phone call is so much easier and so much quicker, and less backspace. For me, anyway, I'm the worst texter.
And autocorrect.
Voice messages are my ultimate favorite.
Yeah. For sure. So Shanda, don't let those people, like, just move on from them. I corrected it. I'll have it.
It's still not Shanda. It's Shonda.
Easy. Shonda.
I told you hard. So
Like,
hard to learn.
think of it like it was spelled with an SH.
I need a W.
Shonda.
Man, we gotta put it. You're gonna be now. I'm gonna be calling you Shonda with a W. Shanda with a W. Tanya and Tanya. I get it. Oh, where's the W?
Say it again.
Awesome. Okay. So yeah, just move on. That girl probably wasn't interested and she was just wasting your time.
Okay.
'Cause let's be real. If you're interested, you're gonna watch, oh, there's a live video and I don't have to be on and I can watch it from home and I can, stop and pause and replay. And I'm interested, I'm not going to. I could do it like in the shower, whatever, you know what I mean? Like they're not interested. And that's what I worry about, especially like just getting in and joining us. And same as you, Jen, and stuff. I don't want you to go through discouragement because you're going to come across those people. So I want you guys right away to see those people, to be like, okay, this person isn't really interested. They're wasting my time. Because what happens is if you allow 7 people to do that to you, you're going to be so discouraged at the end of the week and feel like, what did I do this for? Whereas if you recognize that person right away and you said, okay, I'm not going to be doing this, and I move on, and then you go find 5 positive people who are interested, you're going to come out of that gate running, right? You're going to feel fantastic. And I think, Jen, that might be a lot of what's happened to you is you came out and you feel good about it. Sherry was like loving it, and then you joined her and you're loving it. So you're expecting that everybody else is going to see the value in that, and some don't. And then you kind of feel like you're down and like you don't know where to go. What am I doing wrong? But it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's that you're just allowing the wrong people to take up your time. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
It
that's
goes a
true.
lot back to Facebook marketing too, right? Like what you're putting on your Facebook. You're
Yeah.
posting and stuff like that. If you're posting that you're like, showing that you're busy, that the results, all that stuff, that follows through into your conversations with people too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, you guys, like, there is so much Facebook training out there. Let's be real. Like, there really is. There is so much free training out there. If you wanted to learn how to do it a different way, it's out there. You have uplines, you have a team. If you want work, I have books like books. I have books on branding yourself, all that. If you want that kind of information, then just ask. And we can guide you in the right direction, okay? And as we go, I just don't think that with this business, I think that we've come into this business from most of us have come from it where we were hardcore internet marketers, hardcore, right? Like if you weren't posting every hour, it was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you wasting your
Maybe
time?
a bit spammy.
Yeah, right? It was so spammy, and it was like, you must have like 20 messages a day and be adding 50 people to your Facebook a day and blah, blah, blah. But so then we come into this company and they're like, oh yeah, talk to 10 people a week and, send out your messages, and maybe it's not the right time. And so we're kind of, I think, just finding our happy medium. But in reality, guys, we're doing the work that the millionaires are doing, right? Like,
Yeah,
so much-
hugely. Just that.
yeah.
And
So-
like if we continue on with like that spammy, as we said, posting and stuff, and we just switch it instead of doing a product post, and we switch it to a personal relationship post or a positive post or a development post,
yeah.
and we spend that exact same amount of time, we're branding ourselves massively and we're growing just so fast.
Yeah, I really think so.
I did a positive post this morning.
What?
I did a positive post this morning saying I was kicking the pizza and the late night eating.
Nice.
Hey.
Good girl.
You want to know what's good about that though is you're relatable. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people out there that live off pizza.
I eat a lot of bad stuff. Like my mom makes really good suppers, but I don't know, like 3 hours after she's done making it and I've already ate it, I'm back downstairs eating chips or Christmas sweets that she's like, I never stop eating, and I wonder why I like keep gaining weight.
And you know what will happen once you're doing this for a while? Because I'm like a candy-aholic, hey? Like, so gummy bears and sweets and popcorn. You can ask, like, Erica, like for Christmas, this is the first year that I didn't get a case of turtles. Not a box, but Dave would actually go buy me a case of the boxes.
We would get her like big containers of gummy bears, like 6.
Yeah, that would be what I get for Christmas. And then like by day 6 of being on the 30-day system, I have no cravings anymore. Like before, I would never go even get groceries and go up to a till and walk by the chocolate bars without grabbing a chocolate bar, ever. Like I would be dead before that.
That was family.
I haven't bought a chocolate bar since I started this system. Like I don't even have a craving for it. It's bizarre. Like
God.
carrots and hummus. Like how odd. So just wait, Shonda, because it's gonna
Shonda.
change.
I'm gonna be practicing. It's like a spelling bee. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah. Do you like it?
I'm in the office, like repeating it to myself.
I got it right.
You did.
Isn't it just like Shauna, but with a D? Shonda.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, that's way better than explaining it.
Yeah, it is. But I was putting an R in there. I don't know where that came from.
That's what I would always do. I'm like, I'm just gonna change your name.
No.
That.
Okay, so I think we're all good today. Hey guys.
Mhm.
So Jen, get out there and get your 2. Shonda, get out there and get your 2. And if you guys need help, message any of us to help you because we're all here for you. And then Tuesday nights, 7 o'clock, we'll start doing our own little team ones like this. And any questions you guys have, you just send them through if you're not going to be able to be on. And yeah, we'll do our best to address it.
I blow Maggie up anyways every day, like not understanding what to say to people. So,
Well, I was just gonna say because you just kind of got started, I can give you some result photos to post because that might help. Because yesterday you just posted about like I'm so excited about my friend's results, my pack's on the way. So like you just did like just the beginning, right?
I know, and
so,
as soon as I did that, I got bombarded with like a bunch of questions. I was like, oh shit. I don't even know what to say.
Hey, well, the 6-week training they
I
have
just told you about that yesterday.
training. Who, if you guys really need to get it done. I know I just lectured about this the other day, but I'm going to lecture about it again. Okay. Because in there they have this called what to post on Facebook, and it's posting on Facebook before your box arrives, and it gives you the script. Like you just fill in your
That's
name
what you
and
posted yesterday.
sending private messages during your first 30 days when your friends start commenting. So utilize the tools available for you. Get in there and start your 6-week training, print that out and have that. That's 2 sheets. Or even to save it to your desktop and copy it and like paste it onto your Facebook, you know. I mean, it's kind of like when people are spending so much time reinventing the wheel when you don't need to. The work's been done. It's there.
Literally, the scripts are done.
Yeah, it's all there. There's nothing more to do. I mean, I didn't hit executive and Maggie didn't hit director and Erica didn't hit director because we reinvented the wheel. We used the tools they already gave us and we just went forward with that. So just use it. Have you registered yet?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, and you know what? The first 3 weeks are like take a little bit of time, but truthfully, the last 3 weeks took me like 45 minutes to do. So you don't have to do it week by week. If your personality can allow you to not, like if you don't have OCD that's like 1 week at a time, you can do it all in 2 days. Just get it done and move on. Like you're not a noob. You know you've got support right there. So if you can go ahead and just do it all and print those docs out. I find it really helpful.
Have the thread to not move forward.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, guys, so we recorded this.